Well, this feels familiar all of a sudden. So, watched the last video. That was on Sunday. Got the car on Sunday night. Monday, tore the heads off of it. Located a second set of heads. And last night got the car fired again. So today is Wednesday, and we are back at the dyno with our Trick Flow 255 4-bolt heads. So let's see how this one goes. Alright, so we got on the dyno, drained the oil that I put in after the head gasket repair, just trying to get everything out of the system. So new oil, new filter. I just swapped the coil packs and trying to eliminate anything that might have anything to do with failure. We ran it, warmed up. Steven's double checking everything right now. I'm going to stay outside during the decision-making process this time. So the deal is, we've got these 255 Trick Flows 4-bolt heads from Steven. They're on loan. We do have an agreed value that I will replace them if something happens. But obviously Steven came through big time on this deal, so I'm gonna let him handle it. I'm pretending like it's not even my motor. I don't want nothing to do with it, so I will stay outside for this. Update number 2. Steven let me in to help change the plugs. Timing looks good. Carrying on, maybe. Okay, 2 pulls down. We have a rigorous inspection after every pull. Catch cans, heat guns, pull every plug. We're actually changing plugs. It's taking a long time today to get through the dyno because I can hardly feel my hand at this point. I think we've changed like 200 plugs, but I feel good about it. So everyone on the internet last time told me I need to care more and not be reckless. So that's all I'm trying to do here, but one small step at a time, and we'll get to 1,000 horse. Continuing on with the world's slowest, most methodical dyno of all time, but that's okay because this is a life I've never lived before, where you make small, steady changes, even early on, and actually see results as you go, and you don't miss anything. We're talking, now that Steven's actually tuning my car, individual cylinders, timing, fuel, this is a world I've never been in before. So, still optimistic. Hanging in there, stand by, we should be done Saturday. All right, adjustment number 97. Pulled all the plugs again, checked everything over again. So now we're going to attempt to make the same boost that yeeted the gaskets 3 days ago. So I have a gently used 370 with some really nice 823 CNC heads for sale. I did everything you told me to, and here we are. So basically, as soon as we put any amount of boost to it, so we went from 10 to 17, we got this. This is actually making it look a lot better. It basically looks like it's painted gray. So we did the cranking compression check, was fine. Checked a bunch of other stuff. Checked the catch can. There's no antifreeze in it. There's no oil in the catch cans. So I was just getting ready to do a leak down test, and Steven's like, oh, let's try the old carbon monoxide detector again just to make sure. And sure enough, it was like 650 parts. So apparently number 4 gave up the ghost again. Luckily this time, I didn't destroy anything. My loaned out heads are still safe. So I'm gonna pull this out and I'm gonna put my 5.3 together because that's what I'm qualified for and that's what works. So, there you go. I'll stand here. Why is the flash on? Can we turn that off, please?
It looks really good. No, it looks really good. Like,
really?
It's got great lighting.
That's weird. It looked fine until I tried to do the plugs. I need a camera guy. This is great.
What's my salary?
I will start reimbursing 25% of your fuel. Just Monday through Friday.
Okay.
Just when you're going to my house. Shut the door. So here we are, 11:30 Wednesday night. My broken car, pushing into my trailer yet again. I don't know what the plan is anymore. Maybe put an SBE together. Got an hour drive home. You look like a cartoon to decide. Just the brakes. Yep. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Car back in the shop. I'm tired. I've been sick all week. Just kind of took all the effort I had to get this thing back together. I'm not sure what to do at this point. I have a lot of theories that don't mean anything. They're just theories. Had the usual hour ride home to think about it, talk about it. I'm starting to question my homemade intake. I don't think that's the issue. I mean, we took it so slow on the dyno. I mean, individual cylinder timing, fueling, every single pull. The Super Vic she requires a little bit of adjustment, especially on like 7 and 8 and 5. Which is nothing new. Some other cars I work with, it's pretty similar on the Super Vics that you got to kind of dial it in. Do I think that's the issue? No. It pushed the gasket. Push the gasket's a strong word. There's nothing in the reservoir or anything like that, but I think it just lifted the head enough. You can see it in the video where it kind of came up, spritzed it, set it back down, wrecked that plug. So I don't think it's like a fuel timing issue. The common denominator here from last time is everything seems relatively hunky-dory. We made it further this time, but as soon as we went to 17 pounds tonight, that's when I had the issue. It was super frustrating because everything was looking really good. And immediately as soon as we went to, I won't even call it high boost, like the first decent amount of boost, I don't think it was 17, I think it made 16 from the 9, 10 we were playing around with. It kind of varies on gate, but first time I put CO2 to it, made a little bit of power, instantly had number 4 fouled. So we had changed coil packs. When it went on the dyno, I went to the LS3 style coil packs. I had been using the round coils that had been on the car for a few years, and I thought, well, that's kind of foolish because I've had quite a few motors let go. It's me, it's not the coil packs. But anyhow, so I'm not sure what to think. I don't know if there's an issue with the deck surface, which was kind of in the back of my mind all week, not all week, the last 24 hours, 36 hours, putting the new heads together. I was kind of questioning it, if I should check it. I should have. Yet again, here I am skipping steps. My gut doesn't tell me it's black surface, but, you know, we swapped heads. We went from the 823s I had to a set of Stevens 255s. So I find it hard to believe it's anything with the head surface like I thought it was. So it leaves me with like maybe a black surface. Should I not be trusting the LS9 gaskets with higher compression? I don't see the relation. Maybe there is. I don't know. It's the first time I've had anything with a bigger bore like this compared to the 5.3 stuff. I don't know. There's a lot of, I got a ton of theories and thoughts. If you have any theories or thoughts, more than happy to hear them. Basically, I can't keep a head down on this motor. So I don't really know where to go from here, but I do have one idea. And it kind of looks like a junkyard 5.3. I don't want to pull the trigger on it this early and give up on the 370, but here's the reality of it is that I've now sank in, it seems small, but it's all the small stuff that adds up, you know, just putting head gaskets, motor ain't free, the fuel driving back and forth, the dyno, the parts, the oil, the coolant, blah, blah, blah. Like it keeps adding up. And I'm dipping into this year's race funds basically now, trying to get this thing right. And I'm starting to get kind of concerned that I'm going to spend all spring trying to get this thing right. If it's just a little bit beyond my level, I don't know. And I want to race, obviously. So I kept one around just in case. So I'm definitely starting to think about it. As far as Cincy Street Nights this weekend, it's not going to happen. It sucks. Like we tried so hard, and so many people tried so hard to make it happen. But at some point, like I can't just keep like hemorrhaging money in poor decisions that lead to nothing. And the chance of rain has been going up all week, so we were already watching it. Like I can't spend the fuel money to go there and sit there in the rain. We could use it for another race. So the next thing on my radar now is the Big End Banger in Indiana. It's basically back of the track. I think it's at an old airport that MAK puts on. So, and I think the 5.3, the aluminum 5.3, a little weight off the nose, might not need as much power as the front side stuff I wanted to do with this. It might be a good combination. So I'm not gonna make any rash decisions tonight. It's pretty late, but that's definitely on my mind as something I might do. I don't know that I'm gonna completely give up on this, but it's halfway through March, it's end of March, and I'm ready to get something in the car and do some racing. So I don't know. We'll think about it. We'll go from here. We'll see what happens. Either way, somehow I'm gonna get this thing right and get it to a track. Stand by.